welcome to our Building Ponyville series. This is episode part 2, and we are spinning the wheel. Of course, this episode I did when I was all by myself. I didn't have anyone's wonderful suggestions, so the wheel spin, it just had a couple of names that, I was able to come up with. But yeah, our first pony was Mayor. That's what her name is. That's, who the character we got. But yeah, this was good. I'm like, okay, because I was nervous about getting a pony that there's not much that we know about them, or there's not much to go kind of based off of. And so it kind of just be a generic kind of build or cottage or, so I'm glad we got someone that I'm like, okay, we know that she loves giving speeches and she's the mayor. So, can kind of give her, that she has that facet in her life that's important to her. So we had some things to work with. Of course, the first thing was getting the layout, building the little cottage. I took a look at the picture for inspiration of actual Ponyville. Tell me if you know what this style of house is called. I know it's like European style, but all I could find online was like half timbered houses. I'm not sure if that's accurate, that's kind of what this looks like. So if you know, let me know in the comments, because I'm unsure kind of what it's called. So yeah, now that that's out of the way, as I was building the house, I kind of wanted to have the outside of it based off of the colors that, she wears or that she is as well. Because her mane is gray, but actually I guess it's technically pink, but she dyes it gray. It's a whole thing in the series. Eventually you do. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry if you can hear. Oh my word. He is, oh my gosh. Okay. Alrighty. You can't make this stuff up. What was I even saying? Her main color? Yes, exactly. Okay. Anyway, she wears a teal bow. And like I said, she's the mayor. She loves giving speeches. So kind of, I went with a lot of teal and like lighter beige, gray, sandy colors. Figured, made it look more like her kind of home. And as for aesthetic, I wasn't sure whether to go like, because she gives me, formal, like, not regal. I'm trying to think of the right word, but proper, yeah. But she's also supposedly older, or that's how she wants to portray that she is. So kind of trying to balance that. So once we get inside, you'll see I kind of mess around with different ideas as I know for sure the color I'm looking for, also figuring out the aesthetic of the home. But you'll see how I put the podium out the front because, this is the mayor's house. So kind of has to look prominent, So put the billboard. Yeah. A board nonetheless outside of our home. A little private patio there on the side. Just, something. I was going to put the debate somewhere, but I was just like, not really sure where it would really fit and make sense. It's not a tiny home, I don't think, by any means, but relatively speaking, it's one bed, one bath. So, all the necessities. And okay, I think we are officially inside. Every now and then you'll see me go outside because I find different things in the catalog that I'm like, oh, this'll look nice outside. But I'm getting just the layout here because I was unsure. The stairs, I actually did keep them in that color, surprisingly. Also, this was before the stairs the stairs update, the new stairs update, which I haven't even tried out yet, honestly. So I bet this will look a lot nicer with that new update because of that railing. But yeah, okay, so again, went with a lighter beige, lighter wood tones, just because of her. What is that for a horse called? You know, it's not their skin color. It's not. Is it fur? Coat. Thank you. I heard you say it. The coat of a horse. Her coat is like that color. So made sure to add that in a lot of different ways. The perfect parenthood wallpaper that has all of the colors I needed. I understand some people don't like this wallpaper. It doesn't bother me, or at least this color didn't really. I think there are some of the colors that I never use, but this one I did like, and it's all of her colors anyway. But yeah, so I built this kitchen in this little corner here, and then I didn't like that it was so open, so I did close it off just a little bit. Yeah, I'm unsure if that was the right call, but that's just, I don't know, it kind of felt better to have it be its own little space, kind of giving, more of the older style home kind of feel, kind of, So that's what I decided with. That's what I went for. Smaller, tighter kind of kitchen area. So she doesn't have a dining table or really any table to sit at. I don't know why it never occurred to me until after the fact, but she's a single pony living in her home, and she's fine. She eats on the couch, or she goes onto her back patio or side patio, or to her bedroom. That's fine. Wherever she wants to go. But if that bothers you, I'm sorry. There is no dining table. You can definitely fit one, because I do go for like the 2 couches look. It's not those 2 couches, but I do choose 2 couches. Regardless. So whatever, if you don't like that it's no dining space, just it'll be easy to just throw in a table. I found these couches though, and I really loved the color. So I was like, perfect. This'll do great. Again, that teal. It's just teal. I don't know why I have to add the Y at the end. Teal color. And then the, oh gosh, Brindleton Bay cats and dogs. The cats and dogs curtains, of course, brought in more of that beige brown color with the teal. I was surprised how much I was finding with those exact colors, like mixed together, or just together. Oh, did I really change the color of the couches? I guess I did, because I thought it was too much teal. That's it was a good choice, maybe. I don't know, unless I changed it back. No. I think I must have left it as is, because I didn't want it to just be too, this might be the proper way to use tealy. I didn't want it to be too tealy. Anyway, as you can see, I totally forget to put a door to the bathroom. So if you've noticed before, just now, congrats, you win, because I did not notice until you'll see in a couple of minutes. I go back and I have to rearrange that, the art collage, the wall. It was I don't know. My brain, it wasn't computing that was happening. So again, putting in decorations and clutter in the kitchen, more curtains, but basically getting to the end of this. Also, I'm sorry, I meant to mention, so this is a speed build, but it was only because my audio got lost. I was talking and sharing what I was doing, and it was gonna be really fun and nice. I despise doing voiceovers. I am an anxious person, and so like talking nonstop, I lose my breath, and it's hard for me to catch my breath at that point, and so I try to keep talking, and then I can't breathe, and then I feel like I'm just huffing and puffing into the microphone, and so I'm sorry if that's the case. But Anyway, regardless, this is where we're at. It's just this episode that I'm doing this voiceover for this speed build. From here on out, it'll just be in real time building and talking, and I feel like it's a lot calmer that way as well. Not as, I don't know. Well, obviously not as quick, because this just feels like you're in a rush, even though we're not in a rush. We're still just sitting here. It's still just mentally in a rush. Maybe that's just me. Okay, so if you noticed, I put in the door to a bathroom so that you can actually use the bathroom. I'm glad it's now functional. And the bathroom it's nothing special. Just toilet, the bathtub. There was that nice teal color. Actually, I don't know if that is teal. Maybe it's more blue. I don't know. It depends on the angle, maybe. So now we're moving on up. Put a little desk space here in the hallway, just because I wanted to make sure that there was room in the bedroom for her comfort space, and I knew I wanted to add another like podium, because I figured she would need to practice, and she would want to do that in the comfort of her home, not outside where everyone can see her. I did find the space game bed, which I forget about, and it worked in this space. It was the dark wood, which I wasn't too excited about, but it did match that base game dresser. So I'm like, hey, it's something I haven't used before together, so I made it work. The clock, again, kind of, and oh gosh, now I forgot what the rotary phone in the living room, added that because, I don't know, again, she gives more of a wiser kind of age to me. Whether that's the case, I'm not sure, but that's the way she portrays herself. So wanted to add some older kind of decorations that made sense to me. Not grandma core specifically, but almost, with still it being mayor proper, updated, because she's with the times. She's with the times. But we're actually getting to the end here. There's like a minute or so left. I'm just adding in the details, and again, the podium. Figured she would kind of talk to herself in that mirror that she would be standing across from. But yeah, man, I'm trying not to get out of breath here. I'm really excited. I had shared a short on my channel asking for ideas of other background ponies, Ponyville ponies, that we can add into a wheel to have a proper, wheel spin where there's actual choices and not just, there's 5 ponies and 5 lots, so we're going to end up using all of them anyway. So, it'll be nice to have a variety. And so if you have any ideas though, hey, feel free to post them in the comments below. We can always add more. Or because you might have an idea that someone else hasn't come up with yet. So I really appreciate all the support and help that I've been getting regarding that. Oh, I totally forgot that I put bookshelves there and the microphone. You'll see it. There we go. I forgot because I was like, I don't know what to put here. And I use the same 2 bookshelves, and so you just clutter it up to kind of make it not look samey, like the same exact bookshelf twice. But yeah, then from here, that's the last of it, and so we can go in and I can show you a little bit in real time. Alrighty, here we are. This is, of course, our little Ponyville, and here is our mayor's house. It's kind of bring it down a little bit. Here we've got let's get rid of the grid. The outside, of course, we have a little birdhouse, a little pony on a fountain, you know, had to add the little, it's a pony, okay? That's not a horse. And then outdoor picnic area, a little board, a little plaque, again, a place for her to give some speeches. I thought the windows were nice from Cottage Living because they have that teal color. But you go in and of course we find, oh gosh, the living room. Let me just, there we go. This is much nicer. We find this living room. Yeah. Again, no dining room. But, oh gosh, that's a terrible glitch with the, there we go. Yeah, little cozy chicken on a pillow. Kitchen. Yep, I figured she's a tea kind of pony, you know? She seems like a tea girl to me, not a coffee. Well, maybe she likes both. Maybe she likes coffee and tea. Bathroom, again, nothing too special. And up here, we'll go up and find the bookshelves and a little nook. Figured it was really cute that she would have a calendar and post-it notes and, you know, all that stuff there. But then the bedroom, cozy, maybe a little bit darker, moodier, just a little bit more comfort. But yeah. Oh, I figured she would have this rabbit because in high school years, or wait, no, I think it's base game. If you get on the honor roll, you get this bunny. So she seems like an honor roll kind of lady. But yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. That's the build though. I'm really, really, really glad that could share this. I'm excited to get into the other ones. And okay, so one will go here, another there, one, and another one. We could potentially fit like 2 small ones here, maybe 2 small ones there, but regardless, for sure there will be 6 cute cottages. And I'm really looking forward to the next one, what it's going to be. So when that time comes, of course, I'll be posting it here. So let me know what you liked about this video and anything I can improve on in the next one. Again, it won't be a speed build. I'm looking forward to just hanging out in real time with you. But until then, I will see you later. Bye.